Welcome back to the Break Ring Podcast. I'm your host, Jonas.
Co-host Parker.
And today we got to go over the weekly shows, a little bit of a chill episode, no predictions, no pay-per-views to talk about. We got some drama to talk about, we got some events to talk about, and it's just be a basic podcast.
Is this the first pod since Halloween? No.
Because
I was going to say, you could talk about the Timber Yard thing. Or not Timber Yard, just Rebel Spirit.
No, we already did last week. Remember, we showed the digest.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. My bad.
But yeah, it's going to be a chill episode. Probably a short one, to be honest. Just going over the basics, Raw, Dynamite, and SmackDown. And for a certain reason, a little bit of Collision. And yeah, basically that's it. You know the deal. If you guys want to see anything in particular, leave it in the comments. And I hate saying it, but subscribe. I know it's cringe, but come on. Alright, let's get into this opening segment of Raw. CM Punk Championship Celebration. Thank God it wasn't Jey Uso. Because if it was Jey Uso, I wasn't lying. I wouldn't have watched. I would have skipped the entire segment.
Didn't you say... I'm pretty sure you said last pod that,
I said if Jey won, I wasn't watching Celebration.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to watch it.
I'm pretty sure you said also, if Punk wins a Jey interrupts, you're just going to turn off.
Yeah, I was...
Or something like that. Anyway.
Well, you could say this was worse. CM Punk opened the show walking to the ring as the newly crowned World Heavyweight Champion. After he won the title at Saturday Night's main event, he addressed the crowd, reflecting on his win, thanking his supporters, and declaring his new era as champion. But before he could proceed, this motherfucker, we had Logan Paul come out and make a surprise interruption, laying down where he was standing in this new era that Punk had described earlier. Listen, I respect the guy as an athlete. The guy's a piece of trash outside of it. He can have a good match when he wants to, but he needs to show up more. And this may be a start, but if the start...
To be fair, his wife had a baby, so I mean...
That was like a year ago.
Was it actually?
Yes.
Was it actually? No
yes.
way, really?
His daughter just turned 1 3 months ago or something.
Oh, that's crazy. Anyway.
But look, Logan Paul's capable of good matches, but I need him to make his own moveset. I need him to stop using the slingshot lariat.
Yeah.
The pulverizer's a good move. He made the
I really like the pulverizer.
Pulverizer's a good move. It's his own. It's like
a
move I haven't seen in a
too.
while. Yeah. But Logan Paul makes a surprise interruption. Big boos. The Vision then come out. And Punk basically tells him it's time to fight, either help or, I don't know, whatever he said. And Logan ducks out of the ring. And oh my God, Bronson or Braun, I don't remember who, shoves him so hard. He hits the back of his head off the LED board. And I was like, yep, please, put him in his place. But then they brawl with Punk, who gets beat down. The whole ordeal. Then we had Jey Uso, which, even though he's helping my guy, still not the happiest to see the guy. But helps him fight off the Vision, and then we get the main event: Jey Uso and CM Punk versus the Vision. I thought it was a fine segment. Like I said, I don't hate Logan Paul as a wrestler. I don't like the guy personally, but
understandable.
You gotta separate the art from the artist sometimes, and I think this could be fine, but I don't know. How'd you feel about this?
I mean, I liked seeing Logan Paul back, especially for matches we could have in the future, or get in the future. I mean, I'm one of those people in wrestling who I don't really, I know about the person outside of the ring, but I don't...
Yeah, separate it.
I kind of separate it,
Unless it's
yeah.
Unless it's, that one guy.
Yeah, but Brock Lesnar, as an example. A lot of people don't like him because of stuff he's done outside of the ring, which I completely understand. But I just, I like watching wrestling for wrestling, not for sex offenses.
I know you want to see what he can do in ring. I don't like
Logan?
Brock's style.
Oh, Brock.
He's so boring.
I mean, I guess because he can be the whole jacked guy who beats up everybody, like that Kofi match.
It just isn't the golden era anymore, man. We don't need big dudes just being able to beat up other dudes. It's just stupid.
Gunther. I'm joking.
All right, now we got to talk about the World Tag Team Championship rematch. The Judgment Day enact their rematch clause. Is that the right word?
Enact.
To fight team AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. AJ Lee, Dragon Style, Mr. Dragon, and
like
Mr.
AJ
Styles,
Lee.
all that. Styles and Lee successfully defend their tag titles in a great rematch. We had a very fast-paced match, some near falls, but in the end, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee keep the titles. Right, people won. Love that AJ Styles gets a championship once again, but wouldn't be mad if he dethroned CM Punk eventually. Just saying. We then had the tag team match where we saw Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella team up against the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Another great match.
Oh my god, I could see Nikki Bella. Oh, sorry, spoiler, but I could see Nikki Bella.
No, they know about that. We've talked about that.
You're right. But
I could Bound for Glory when you remember you got home at 2 a.m. and your uncle was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're kind of busy."
Oh yeah, they were both half asleep. My uncle was like, "Yeah, about that," and he just like goes, "Hey, I'll talk about that."
Vaquer and Bella team up to take on the Judgment Day with a great win from the Judgment Day. And then they also set up interesting match that I'm excited for because a lot of talk has been around Miss Raquel Rodriguez this year.
If she wins,
there's no way. But a lot of talk about Raquel ever since, and I'm not giving all the credit to him, but Kevin Nash did make a comment talking about just work big. And ever since that, something has switched, and she's just gotten really good. And I think she's always known that's how she's supposed to do it, but I think Kevin Nash and her probably had another discussion about it, not just on a podcast randomly. You know what I mean? It's not like it's not like he just said it and then she's like, okay, so that means this, and then fully incorporates it and makes her so much better. She definitely had to have talked with a coach of some sort. I'm not gonna say Kevin Nash exclusively, but definitely people at the PC, things like that. But she's always talked about who did she? Oh no, this might be a bad time to. Who did Raquel team with in NXT? Because it might be somebody in some drama.
Was it? No way.
Oh no, it was Dakota Kai.
Oh yeah.
Raquel and Dakota.
Did you think it was?
Yeah. Raquel and Dakota had a great tag team run in NXT where Dakota played the smaller part, and then we had Liv who played the smaller part, and now Roxanne, and that works really well. And we obviously know that because they've been tag team champions. They didn't just get rid of the tag titles and Roxy got involved. They let them hold it for a little bit. But they've always been compared to Shawn and Diesel, which great comparison. But I think Raquel's really underrated, and I've said this, and it's not me calling my shot for who's winning the Rumble now. I wouldn't be mad if she did.
Raquel?
If she does, if there's some, not as of right now, something has to happen where she becomes a solo act in order for that to happen. I don't want her to win it while she's on a tag team, because then maybe, it will give us a Roxanne Perez.
Uso.
This guy. But, no, I think it'll be good, because tomorrow on Raw, today as of publish, Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel fight for the Women's World Championship. Interesting little setup there. We then had Penta versus El Grande Americano in a pretty good just one-on-one. Pretty sure, did this get ruined by no, not El Generico's.
El Generico.
Yeah, the Rayo and Bravo came out and basically did everything.
Is it bad that I kind of like this?
I don't hate it. And I'm saying it again. Don't forget this. This is Imperium. I'm telling you, bro. This is literally an Imperium. I'm being so serious. It's Ludwig Kaiser,
watch
Tyler
come back
Bate,
with a
and
mask.
Pete Dunne. That would be so. He brings back his whatever that gimmick was, where he's like the green mask. He looks like the veggie tail.
He has green hair now again.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
He gained 100 pounds.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be something with a faction. There's no way that they keep the El Grande Americano gimmick for so long.
I mean, I guess we'll see.
But in the end, Penta still picked up the win. And then we had a great promo, which I don't know if you're even awake for this because I know you fell asleep early.
I fell asleep during the Penta match.
The Intercontinental Champion and AAA Mega
No, wait, no.
Champion,
I did see this. I was watching.
Dominic Mysterio declared himself King of Luchadors. And we got the return of Rey Mysterio. Great return. I know WrestleVotes said something about Rey being in the building. And I think we all know where this is leading. We had a little bit of a discussion where Rey was saying that Dom says he's the greatest Mysterio, and then Rey holds up the Hall of Fame ring, which I thought was great. And he was like, but I'm not a Mysterio. I'm a Guerrero or something. He brings up somehow he's a. Oh no, he said you wouldn't if Eddie was still around, he would still be better than you or something like that. He's like, don't talk ill of my father. It was so funny. Eventually, Ray hit the 619. And will he hit the 619 in the 619 on his son at Survivor Series?
Title versus career.
Title versus career, title versus mask. I say career just because he already did title, or he already did mask, and then he got to keep it because
hair versus mask.
The whole thing that they said was that Ray didn't have to retire during that, like the Luchador committee. They're like, Ray didn't have to retire because it wasn't mask versus mask. It wasn't cultural, like it wasn't the whole.
It was just he took it off in WCW.
Yeah, it wasn't the actual way that you have to retire. It wasn't mask versus mask. It was mask versus title. So he got to keep it, thank God, because this wouldn't even be a storyline if he did have to retire. But I don't know. I think retirement could happen in San Diego, but think about that. This year we have the retirement of Rey Mysterio. Actually, was that a dream? I think so.
Well,
the Dudleys. John Cena.
Is that a dream?
No, I had a dream that the Dudleys like just signed a contract for a new match at like some random promotion. I'm pretty sure Devon's fully retired. And Bubba. Devon's fully retired. Bubba's like probably not retired.
Devon's done.
Yeah, Devon said it. So yeah, this year we have Devon, Ray, and Cena. That's crazy. Obviously, Cena and Devon are inevitable because Devon already happened. Cena's going to happen. And the thing is, I believe Cena when he says he's done. I don't think. And
I do just want to point out, beginning of this tour, you were saying retirement tour on the podcast with quotes. You said it at least a few podcasts in a row.
Yeah, but that was before they were saying like everything about it, where they had this.
Well, this isn't like January, February.
Yeah, but that was before they did the whole Randy, and this is their last time fighting. Punk, and this is their last time fighting.
True, I guess.
That whole thing where they were like, oh no, this is the last time. Like, this is the last time they're fighting.
Punk said he's going to try to drag him out of retirement.
Dude, if they fight tomorrow night, you don't know how jealous I'll ever be. You don't know.
Well, you meant Dijak.
Oh my god. Dude, I don't. Like, respectfully, I don't think you understand the magnitude of those two. Like, even if you're in the rafters, respectfully to Dijak, that's insane. That is hometown boy fighting for the world championship with my GOAT. And also, Stash Club Wrestling, you guys, that was a hurtful podcast episode. They were going in on Punk and his fans the entire time. John said, he was like, being a CM Punk fan in 2025, I was just like, I like the cool guy because he's cool. And I was like, man, come on, man. You know I love Punk. Oh, Punk. That was Parker that said it. But no, like I said, I'll be jealous if Parker gets to see that tomorrow. We then had Bayley and Lyra Valkyria versus Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, where Asuka and Kairi pick up the win. And after the match, they attack Bayley and Valkyria, who are then saved by the women's tag champs with a really weird run-in, sort of out of 2K. Did you see that? Because I know you were sleeping at the point. Nope. They ran in, the camera switched, they ran for a little bit, and then their music hit. So it was really weird. But they also made official for tomorrow.
Nice.
Kabuki Warriors versus Charlotte and Alexa for the Women's Tag Team Championships. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think you might be seeing a title change.
The only title change I've really seen, well, besides BFG,
yeah,
in NXT, the Heritage Cup changed because William Regal's Charlie Dempsey's father, William Regal, handed Lexis King
brass knuckles.
And blamed it on Charlie or whatever, and because it's a no DQ.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't even 1-1.
It's not a championship, and the whole thing's about honor, so he loses it because he cheated.
Yeah.
So.
And I technically saw it, but then Charlie Dempsey ended up winning it back.
It was such a weird.
It was so bizarre. It changed.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
And in the main event, we saw CM Punk and Jey Uso versus Bronson and Braun, in a tag team match. With the fallout from the opening segment. The match was good, but the aftermath was some ChatGPT shish. I texted Parker the next morning because he didn't believe me. Logan Paul comes out to help CM Punk. He then shows Paul Heyman in the vision that he has the brass knuckles. And he punches CM Punk dead in the jaw and hands the brass knuckles over to Paul
The
Heyman.
homecoming picture.
And where is this? I texted Parker and I said Wednesday, Tuesday. Here it goes. I said, Parker, I know you're asleep, but I'm not even joking. Logan Paul just joined the Vision. You said, no effing way. I'm praying to God that this is just for War Games and not a full-time thing. Because I said to Jaden, I said, this doesn't ruin the Vision. This makes the Vision a tolerable group. If Brock Lesnar is the leader, the Vision's ruined. I'm being so serious.
Would you rather have Logan Paul or Brock?
Logan.
Would you rather have CM Punk turn heel or Logan?
CM Punk. What? Is that even... That's a dumb question.
Exactly.
This guy's dumb. Would I want CM Punk to verbally murder people on a weekly basis, or would I want to watch a guy who scammed a bunch of people with crypto?
Would you rather want to watch a great wrestler or somebody who punches people backstage?
Okay. You punched a kid at school. What's your point? But yeah, I thought Raw was overall good. No key takeaways that I have to say.
Logan Paul joining the Vision.
Yeah, that's really it. That's an interesting choice. We had some good build up for Survivor Series, and yeah, I think that's really it. Good to move on to Dynamite.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Do you want me to bring up Raw now? Like, just talk about it?
Go ahead, you can talk about it.
Yeah, so I'm going to Raw tomorrow. It's Sunday of the 9th, right? I think it's the 9th. Yeah, the stuff announced is Cena coming out,
Yep.
Punk coming out.
Opening the show.
Cena opening the show, Punk coming out. Priest versus Rusev for the last time is now tournament. Sheamus versus Nakamura for the last time is now tournament. Raquel
I forgot to mention that they announced those matches.
Yeah, Raquel and Stephanie for the women's world title, and then Alexa Bliss and Charlotte versus the Kabuki Warriors for the tag titles. Should be good. I told my uncle if the car breaks down where we're going, I'm never trusting him again, because he can't even take his car because his car broke down.
There's no...
He drove my mom's car to BFG, it broke down. He drove his car to his job, it broke down. And now he's driving his dad's car, my grandpa's car. So if it breaks down, I told him I'm slashing his tires.
Is he checking it today? Did he do anything?
His car?
No, whatever car you're taking.
Oh, that doesn't have any problem with it. That's just the car he's driving.
So if it has a problem, you're cursed.
He's cursed.
Yeah.
And I'm
Informant.
I was gonna say slashing his tires. Alright. The Ops confrontation and new title.
Stop. On Twitter before the show, on a live stream, Tony Khan announces the national title, not the international, and not the continental, but the national title. It'll be defended in every place that WWE is not affiliated with. So everywhere but TNA and AAA most likely. But it's an interesting thing. They said it's going to be kind of like the NWA national title, which people got mad at because, tribalism.
Can I bring up something?
Wait 1 second. Tony Schiavone comes out to try and announce the title, who is then confronted by the Ops, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuyori Shibata. The Ops attack Schiavone, who were called out by the challengers Hangman, Hook, and Eddie Kingston for a trios title match in the main event, which is accepted, and whatever you want to say.
From somebody who doesn't watch AEW Weekly,
oh god,
I feel like there's too many titles.
There's not, though. I don't know why you're saying this. How many titles? Name all the titles.
So, I'm going to include women's. So, there's the men's world title.
Yep.
What's the one Okada has?
The Unified.
And
listen, if you're going to say the Continental and the International, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Didn't they technically kill those as they said
Dude, Tony Khan, you killed them. Okada isn't going out and defending the International. He isn't defending the Continental. He's defending the Unified. I don't care if it's both of them combined. They're dead, Tony. Accept it. I don't care. When I see the Unified title, I see the Unified title. I don't see the International and the Continental. It's on their website. Okada is 3 champions right now. What do you mean? He's holding 1 belt.
That's like saying Roman was 3 champions.
Tony Khan. Yes, you're doing way better than Triple H's right now. But just admit that the titles are killed. Just admit it. They're gone. We haven't talked about them in 5 months. Sorry. It's just annoying.
So, all right, then the national title, which do you know how? Did they say how that's getting?
Okay.
Did they say how that's getting?
The national title is a men's title.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a casino gauntlet match for the title.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
Okay, so let me break it down for you. There's a men's championship, a unified championship for the men, TNT championship. Are you saying just single titles, or are you saying?
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
There's trios too, but I mean.
Okay, but if you're talking about singles, like a solo belt, we have World, we have Unified, now National, TNT. Women's World, TBS.
There's no. I swear there's a mid card.
No. TBS is the mid card.
Well, you know, there are.
Keep this in mind.
There are 12
more. And
Six.
don't make the jump, okay? So keep that number in mind. Let me bring up to you WWE's.
I just want to say, though, there could be more mid-card titles if one wrestler didn't hold 13 of them.
We have the Undisputed, the World Heavyweight, the Women's World. We have the Women's Undisputed. We have the IC, the Women's IC, the US, the Women's US.
Well, we're just...
You want to keep crying about too many titles? They got 2 more!
At least we're giving women more opportunity.
Make up your mind, man. Those who say AEW has too many titles are just finding a reason to complain, and I stand by that. We then had a men's blood and guts advantage match. Claudio Castagnoli versus Orange Cassidy. A close contender for match of the week, I will say.
Do you know what your match of the week is?
Yeah, I have it. Claudio ended up picking up the win, giving his team the 1-0 lead. Obviously, whoever wins the best 2 out of 3 gets the advantage, meaning that up until the final entrant, they have more people. So it's it's whoever's team gets the first and then the third. So whoever wins is going to get the first person in and then the Death Rider. So I'll just cut.
Is it like Survivor Series?
The conglomeration won the advantage. So it's going to go, hypothetically, it's going to go Orange Cassidy, John Moxley, then it's going to go Roderick Strong. It's 2-1.
Yeah, so like Survivor Series.
Yeah, that's what Blood and Guts is.
Yeah, I know. I watched Blood and Guts.
Blood and Guts is so much better, though.
Well, yeah, but also it's like a wicked more extreme company.
Yeah, because everybody's scared.
Everybody's scared.
My favorite part of the match, Cassidy's really good. I mean, that's all I really have to say. Claudio and Cassidy had a great match. Murdering each other with like an orange punch, tornado DDTs to the outside, like great match. But like I said, in the end, Claudio picks up the win. And a little bit of a controversial win to some. The Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron, defeat Mercedes Moné and Athena. 2 women who have been undefeated for a really long time, besides, like, well,
who
Mercedes...
pinned who? Because you never explained to me. You were just like, Willow better, Athena, or whoever better.
Harley Cameron pinned Athena.
Harley Cameron? You would think Willow would pin.
Nope, and they won pretty clean. Besides, like, they had Billy Starks, so Chris, and she was trying to distract, and then Chris Statler came out and got rid of Billy. That's not even that dirty because she was just getting rid of Billy. So Harley Cameron pinned the forever champion of ROH pretty clean.
Wow.
Like, she hit her finisher, and like Willow hit the bomb, the Doctor Bomb or whatever she calls it, and then Harley hit her finisher, and that's how they won. Like, it was pretty clean.
That's insane.
A major upset to some as Moné and Athena were defeated by Cameron and Nightingale, advancing in the Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament, which has some drama around it that we'll get into in a little bit. But good match here. I'm happy Willow and Harley advance because I don't want Mercedes to have another belt, respectfully. We then had Men's Blood and Guts Advantage Match 2. If Daniel Garcia picks up the win, they get the advantage. If Darby Allin wins, it goes to match 3 on Collision, Roderick Strong versus John Moxley. But in the end, Darby Allin picks up the win over Daniel Garcia. And a great point that I saw somebody tweet, and it was also one of the tweets that they featured on the show, was Mox was very adamant that Daniel won. He wanted to make sure that Danny won, and he didn't. So I think he had sleep for dinner that night.
Heel turn?
He's already healed.
Or not heel turn. I mean, like, Moxley killed him.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Darby evens the series 1-1 ahead of Blood and Guts. Garcia dominated with aggressive groundwork in a brutal sequence on the stairs where he, like, was supposed to, like, crush his skull, but it was kind of obvious he didn't. Darby fought back with Scorpion Deathlock and made Garcia tap. A great match there. And then we had the Women's Blood and Guts Advantage match number 1, Megan Bayne versus Mina Shirakawa, who is replacing the injured Queen Aminata, who's the DPW Women's World Championship. And I don't know if you saw, but DPW as of December 12th is shutting down for a little bit. They don't know if they're going to come back. This isn't permanent goodbye, they said, hopefully. If we lived close, it would be great because the tickets are $1, as they are a charity event to end for now. It is their 4th anniversary, the 12th of December in North Carolina. If you can go, do so. It's to help out the area that they are running. $1 tickets. Go if you can. It's going to be worth it, I promise you. But it's crazy to see that go, as they were supposed to have a show in Lowell. But something's happened where the arena they're supposed to have host closed. It shut down, so they didn't get to do their show. It was pretty funny, but also kind of sucks, as we don't know when they're going to come back, if they do come back. But hopefully they do. And shout out to Deadlock, because they're funny. You know, Drake Mavericochet. Megan Bayne defeated Mina Shirakawa in the first women's advantage battle. The win gives the heel team an early advantage. Mina Shirakawa had a lot of momentum. Tony Storm was on commentary saying some out-of-pocket requests, who was then attacked by Megan Bayne, which was pretty funny. Shivani just stared at her, which was another funny little moment. But that distraction allowed Megan to secure the win, which also, God, her Liger Bomb is disgusting. Like, oof, it was nasty. We then had in the main event what was made earlier official, the Ops versus Hangman Adam Page and Hook and Eddie Kingston for the Trios Championships. No shock, the Ops successfully defend, but it is made official for Blood and Guts that we will have Powerhouse Hobbs versus the AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page in a Falls Count Anywhere? I think Falls Count Anywhere match? Yeah, Falls Count Anywhere. I don't think it's for the title though. At Blood and Guts. The show is 2.5 hours.
Ooh, that's kind of short for AEW.
No, 2.5 hours. It's not a Dynamite. It's a Dynamite.
Oh.
It's not a pay-per-view.
I think
No, it's 2.5 hours. So.
Oh, so that's gonna be.
I think they should only do those 3 matches. I think that's a fair.
Do you think they're gonna do a Ospreay MJF thing where they have like the hour time limit, or like?
No, there's no way.
You know what? I
not
think,
with 2 Blood and Guts matches.
You know what I think they meant to do though. For
what?
the MJF Will Ospreay match, I think they meant to get it to 59-59.
Really?
But they were like 1 second off.
Yeah, it was supposed to be really close. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Blood and Guts. Only thing is, I'm a little weary as next week, the following Wednesday, I'm going to Dynamite, and that's the go home show for Full Gear. So it might be a little promo heavy. So I'm a little weary on that because I don't know. That's
Well, you'll still get to see some.
Coming off of Blood and Guts and then going into Full Gear. We'll get to see Hangman for sure.
Where is Full Gear?
New Jersey.
Oh, that's
bro. If I see the Costco guys, they're having a match on Tailgate Brawl.
Oh my God, you gotta jump in the ring and stand next to Big Justice.
It's Boom and Doom it's Team Boom and Doom, QT Marshall and AJ versus
and a chicken bake.
What are they called? I don't remember.
Where are they fighting?
It's Rocky Romero and Lance Archer or something. I don't remember their team name, but
it's your daddy.
But no, I thought Dynamite was a great show.
Yeah, it was good. I watched it.
You did not watch it, even though I tell you to every week.
No, you did not tell me to watch it.
I literally tell you every week, and you go, "Shut up," and then you do watch. We then had SmackDown, which is a bit of a controversial episode. I don't know if you saw what ESPN rated the show.
No, what they rated it?
They gave it an F-. An F- from your latest buyer. And there's also reports that NBC dropped SNME because they weren't happy with the viewership. There are also reports that ESPN is not happy with the viewership. And Netflix is questioning how much they bought the term for. It's getting bad. And on top of that, the prices for John Cena's final match, Nosebleeds. Actually, I don't know the nosebleeds, but the prices for where we will be sitting at Dynamite for what, Jaden? $60? I think, Jaden. For Dynamite, where we're sitting at Dynamite was like $60 for a ticket.
80 per ticket.
Where I'm sitting second deck in TD Garden. They were $300 each.
So if you want to sit where me and Parker basically are sitting, for AEW, $80. For WWE, $300. If you want to sit there for John Cena's retirement match, it is $3,000
For nosebleeds?
for where we're sitting in the middle section.
That's insane. So probably $500 for nosebleeds. Why is that kind of more than that's more than like a Mania?
No.
It's not?
Well, back in the day, Chris Van Vliet sat like Chris Van Vliet sat on like the floor for like WrestleMania 20 for like $200.
Really?
And now you can, for $200, you can buy 2 nosebleeds tickets. So dumb. They really need to fix that because, dude, if I can't go to a WWE show, I'm not gonna want to go. But good thing, house show that's at the DCU is like $57 for nosebleeds. So it's better than it's still kind of bad, but DCU doesn't have a bad seat. I don't know if you've been there.
I was there for I went there for a holiday house show.
Oh, I thought it was at the Garden.
2023. No.
No, they have no bad seats there. But yeah. I'm hoping to go because Punk works a lot of those house shows.
What if he comes out in a towel?
That'd be so funny.
Opening segment.
Which if you're gonna watch Dynamite, look out for the LeBron Jack and look out for some sign. It's gonna have to do with either this podcast or Stash Club podcast.
Ours, please.
It's probably both.
BTR versus SCW. We should have a match.
That was so funny.
I got John.
I got Jimmy.
No, I should probably get Jimmy. I'm taller than him.
Alright, just stop. We need to keep going.
Jimmy, I'm coming for you.
Cody Rhodes opened the show and was interrupted by Aleister Black. Cody was talking about his championship and who he will defend against next. And he said he would go into the crowd and watch and see who he'd fight. The lights go out, and this had been rumored pretty much all day. It was Aleister Black with Zelina Vega, who then slaps the absolute dog crap out of Cody. And then it is made official for the main event, Cody Rhodes versus Aleister Black, non-title match. We then had my favorite part of the week when it comes to WWE, and that is the United States Championship Open Challenge, where the champion Ilya Dragunov faces not Tommaso Ciampa, but Johnny Gargano.
Is Ciampa going to be matchup? Like Survivor Series, maybe?
I don't know. That'd be cool for the Open Challenge at Survivor Series, and then it's Chris Jericho.
He's still with AEW. They literally posted today.
He's not, though.
He's not?
Tony Khan said, we'll welcome him back if he ever wants to come. But, I don't know. It's a weird situation.
I think he's going to come back.
Yo, you know who I want coming back because they just wished them a happy birthday? I want Keith Lee to come back, man.
Imagine he came during NXT Homecoming.
That would have been sick. But Johnny Gargano and Ilya Dragunov in a first-time matchup, surprisingly. Wow. It was going to be Tommaso Ciampa, but then Ilya said something I couldn't really hear him. And made it so that it was Johnny instead. A good match. But I'm going to tell you now, it's not my match of the week. There is one match that I thought was better. During the match, Candice LeRae interferes on Gargano's behalf. Despite that, Dragunov hit the H-bomb and retained the U.S. Championship. We also had Nia Jax beat
Jonas's
Charlotte
match
Flair.
of the week.
No, that match was awful. I didn't even watch it. We then had another insane upset this week. Chelsea Green defeats Julia and is the first ever 2-time Women's United States Champion. Get Julia out of the Fed, bro.
Pledge allegiance.
I'm happy Chelsea won. And I know it's a hot take, but I'm saying that because Julia needs to leave.
I'm saying that because I hate Julia.
That's because you've been presented with her worst matches of her career. They need to do something. She needs to go to the AEW.
She gets to go back to NXT.
No, that's worse.
Exactly.
But it was like a minute-long match where Chelsea is now double belt holding the women.
Our producer's really mad at me right now because he's like a.
He's not even doing it.
He's making things up. I'm just yawning.
But Chelsea is now a 2-time Women's U.S. Champion and a double champion, holding the mixed tag titles from AAA with Ethan Page.
You know what this could mean. So Chelsea Green and Ethan Page, right?
Yeah.
They're both double champions. Ethan Page has held his title for a while. So what if at Deadline, Ethan Page defends his title against Joe Hendry? So now they find out like a reason for him to drop it. So Joe Hendry wins.
Thea Hale fights Chelsea.
Thea Hale's not going to win. Joe's going to win. Thea won't.
Get off his balls, bro.
He's going to. I promise you. I'll give you $100 if he doesn't win it by like June of next year.
We also had a really bad match. Actually, it wasn't really bad. It was just a weird ending. Tala Tonga defeats Rey Fenix. Yeah. Wrong winner. Like, Tala Tonga did great, honestly,
But
his
Ray
chokeslam was disgusting. But Ray Phoenix, bro, that was just so dumb. I know people are like, go back to AEW, bro. What are you doing here? It hasn't even been a year. Give him time. In the main event, we had Cody Rhodes versus Aleister Black. Ends in a no contest
After
Drew McIntyre murdered the ref with a Claymore, who was then suspended. Also during the show,
Aldis versus Drew.
Also during the show, they announced 4 more participants and 2 matches. For the last time is now tournaments. We had Jey Uso versus The Miz. Worst match of all time. And then we get LA Knight, and we're like, oh my god, let's go. He's fighting somebody that we don't know yet.
It's going to be a TNA guy.
It's Joe Hendry.
Or I think it could be Nick Nemeth or Cardona. Because they're not going to say, oh yeah, Matt Cardona's going to fight Carmelo Hayes next week.
Obviously, they're not going to reveal that.
So it could be Nick Nemeth, Cardona, Moose. I would like to see Moose in there. Oba, Gunther.
You know how mad I am, though? But I agree. Jimmy from the Q said this. Don't put Oba in the tournament if he's not going to win.
Yeah, because you don't want him to get pinned.
Let Oba Femi just win everything for like a year.
I want to see an Oba versus Gunther
I want a Gunther run for Oba.
I was gonna say
Oba's great.
I was gonna say Oba versus Gunther finale. Oba wins cleanly.
Yeah.
You know how you know how much that would push him.
That'd be so fun.
And then he beats Cena.
But yeah, LA Knight's finding a random opponent. It's gonna be so sad when he loses. But we got some drama to go over, Parker. We got some Tegan Knox / Nixon Newell drama as Nixon Newell and I'm gonna mess this up. Miranda Elise walk out of their AEW Collision taping, wanting more time in their match with Tay J.
They also didn't want to lose,
Apparently, that hasn't been confirmed.
She did tweet that. She said, "I know." Tegan Knox did tweet saying, "Don't believe everything you see," which is true.
I don't know. Sean Ross Sapp saying it, guys. I don't know the whole that ain't gonna work for me, brother part, but this has also been brought up. Nixon / Knox had been complaining about the lack of bookings after the WWE leave, but I don't know. It's a little.
Yeah,
it's
so
a
she's
weird...
complaining about being booked, and then when she gets booked, she's complaining about
It's so weird. But
at least be grateful you're being paid to do what you like.
Yeah, you're getting paid to job out to somebody who was currently fighting to be the first ever women's tag team champions.
You understand? Like, if I could get paid $1,000 once a month to be absolutely murdered by Braun Breaker, and I would not be mad about
when
that.
The time comes, if this is still going, and we are old enough to have an indie promotion around here, want to have us have a match, and we're like 100K subs, I would be fine with losing.
You would?
I would be fine with losing. Like, that would be so fire. If we could just get to have a match and promote our stuff to people around our area.
Give you a big pressure off the top rope into a table.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because that's just not possible.
Yes, it is. I just hold you like this, and then I jump from the top.
It wouldn't be me versus you. It would be us versus... It would be a tag team match.
Yeah, I know.
You're turning on me already?
Yeah.
But I know this is such a short podcast, but it is that time already. It is time for the match and wrestler of the week.
You go first, because
I'm going first, and I'm taking... It's fine. I'm taking...
That's short. You're good.
I'm taking Kyle Fletcher versus Ace Austin on Collision for the TNT Championship. It was an open challenge. It was a great match. Kyle Fletcher, great champion. Ace Austin, a great pickup. It was between this and Ilya's U.S. title match, but this was slightly ahead. Can't really put a finger on why. I just liked it more, honestly.
My wrestler of the week is Logan Paul.
All right. Nope. End the podcast. Nope. Throw your hat. Just do it. This has been it for this week's podcast, and we'll see you in the next one.